What's good, y'all? Michael here today with another video. Listen, before we begin, go hit that sub button, hit that like button, do whatever you gotta do to show love and support for this channel. Last live stream was a huge success. I had Fizz Vegas on, so shout out to him for joining on. Shout out to everybody that joined. So, better hit that sub button, otherwise you're gonna get crapped on, just like these Detroit Lions do, and I'll put a paper bag all on your face so you can stop breathing. So if you don't hit that subscribe button, that's what is going to happen to you. If you don't want a paper bag, and I'm going to tape it around you, and then you're going to suffocate your way like these Detroit Lions have been doing this past fucking decade, then suggest I hit that subscribe button. Alright, now with that being said, let's spread this hate and slander to the Lions. Me personally, I think Jared Goff was a product of Sean McVay. Because remember, before Sean McVay, Jared Goff was horrible under Jeff Fisher. So, I know Jeff Fisher is not the best coach in the league, but that's literally no excuse. He's going into Detroit where they have a rookie head coach who does not look that good. Their offensive line is good, I'll give them that. And they have no receiving core, and their only good receiver is a tight end named TJ Hutchinson. Their only running backs are Devontae Smith and Adrian Peterson, who's old and washed up. So, my question is with Lions fans. It's good that you have an offensive line, but offensive lines don't matter if receivers can't get open. The only thing that the offensive line is going to do is help the run game, which can only work for so much. Your defense is going to be horrible. Like at least with Desmond Trufant, you could say you would have a veteran, but just having like rookies and like people in their sophomore year, like I could see this team. I don't even know half their defense, or maybe Jamie Collins and Trey Flowers. Other than that, I can't even remember half the defense. Like, I could see the Lions win 2 games at best. All right. Fizz Vegas, this would be a team that would be going 2-15. The Detroit Lions. All right. We know Jared Goff's some shit when he doesn't have We know Jared Goff is shit when he's not with McVay anymore. With McVay, he was an MVP conversation. His worst record under McVay was 9-7. He got to a Super Bowl with Sean McVay. It was Jared Goff was very talented. He outplayed Drew Brees in the dome. He fucking that was McVay. McVay's arguably a top 5 coach. You know, he's the main reason why LaFleur, Cliff Kingsbury, and Zach Taylor have jobs in the NFL. Have head coaching jobs in the NFL. And even you can make an argument that the Lions head coach is a product of Sean McVay, which he tries to be like that every single day. Like, you saw that press conference, he tried to be like Joe Judge. Like, I don't see that. What I see is another Lions reject. Not worse than Matt Patricia. I'll give him that. But he's not a rookie. Like, you have to understand, he's not going to be a good head coach. Like, I'm just throwing it out there. And Jared Goff's going to be some shit. Like, the Lions, and trust me, Fizz Vegas, I'm going to ask you a question. How is Jared Goff going to ball out because of Detroit's stupidity? If Matthew Stafford couldn't do it, what makes you think Jared Goff can do it? Because Jared Goff has believe it or not, is known for not playing is playing in the cold. He's not known for playing in the cold. He doesn't do good. Actually, I'll read you a stat that's actually very, you know, very well. In the cold, Jared Goff threw like 1 or 2 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, or seven, but that's a huge number. And he has a quarterback rating of 52% quarterback rating. When it's like negative, like when he likes to, when he travels to like, like Green Bay or Chicago, he's gonna be some shit. And you're not gonna be getting a Bears Thanksgiving meal. You're gonna get a Lions Thanksgiving meal, and plus you should want the Cowboys to lose so you can get that Thanksgiving meal. Also, it's their tradition to lose every single year on Thanksgiving. So now that I got Fist Vegas out of the way, the Detroit Lions are going to be in rebuild mode. It's a rebuild year. Just stop the cap. All right, they should have taken a quarterback, Justin Fields, or I don't care if Mac Jones would have not been a fit in Detroit, but they should have not. But the Lions should have took Mac Jones, and they should have took Justin Herbert, but they took Jeff Okudah. Look, as much as you want to give Matthew Stafford credit, he's probably the best Detroit Lion to ever play for them. Justin Herbert would have been good, and he played with Anthony, wasn't Anthony Lynn or something like that. He handled his stupidity in choking ways and won 6 games. Matthew Stafford only won 4 games with Matt Patricia this season, and not including the fifth one because Matt Patricia got fired. I'm telling you, man, Jared Goff gonna be some shit, and like he's nothing without McVay. Am I gonna say Matthew Stafford's gonna be a product of McVay? Yes, but he's not gonna win a playoff game. As clutch as Matthew Stafford is, he's kind of getting up there in age, almost. But you get the fucking point. Jared Goff, look, Jared Goff is just a product of McVay, who was criticized when he was taking over Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott. Everyone clowned the Rams, saying, "Oh, this was going to be a wrong move." And when Jared Goff, was sneaking up the joint with Jeff Fisher, and when Jeff Fisher got fired, Jared Goff went 11-5 with Sean McVay and lost to the Falcons in the wild card. In 2018, he had a 13-3 record and had his Super Bowl appearance and lost to Tom Brady. Like, Tom Brady didn't even look at that Super Bowl. As much as we want to know that most quarterbacks, when they run into Tom Brady, when they lose, like Blake Bortles and, like Patrick Mahomes and some shit. But Tom Brady is old. That Super Bowl, Tom Brady couldn't even move the ball downfield until the fourth quarter when the Rams defense just gave up. And this is the same Jared Goff that put up 3 points in that Super Bowl. 3 points. I don't want to hear about that Brandon Cooks drop touchdown twice. I don't want to hear that. He dropped the touchdown. He just proved every single Saints fan's point that it should have been them over the Rams. As a matter of fact, if Parkey didn't double doink the upright, they wouldn't even make it to the NFC Championship in the first place. Because from what I'm understanding, our defense from the elite year we had, we would have made Jared Goff's life a living hell. We done it in Soldier Field, we would have done it again. And I don't know what stadium they were in before the SoFi Stadium, but you get the point. Goff is nothing but a product of McVay, enough said. And plus, McVay doesn't trust Goff. During that wild card game versus Seattle, they didn't even start him. He was a bench player. They started that Wolford kid, but the only reason why Goff got a chance to play is because Wolford got hurt. But as much as you want to give, Jared Goff couldn't win that division on the line. He realistically had a chance to beat the Seattle Seahawks and he failed. Not only that, Jared Goff failed to beat the 49ers backups with Sean McVay. So what's the difference? So what are we really talking about here when it comes to Jared Goff? The only time Jared Goff has ever beat the 49ers was 2018, arguably his best year. Jared Goff, with the division on the line, failed to get it done at the versus Seattle, and I expect him to, not to be even worse than he was a quarterback in LA. So you guys get the point. So that's it. That's all. Please go subscribe. As always, my name is Michael, and I approve this message.